with the OH Report, and we are joining you live for the Morrow County Hospital pregame show presented to you by the Morrow County Hospital. Let's take a look at our spotlight for the Knights, and spoiler alert, pointed out by our cameraman Colin Crisp here, a Knight is going to win tonight. Golden Knights for Northmor and the Knights for Fairfield Christian Academy. Let's take a look at the team spotlight for FCA. This season really cruising along, 20-6 on the season, 13-1 as a conference record, back-to-back league championships for them, 2022 district champions as well. So returning here, of course, losing to Fort Loramie in 2022 in the regional semifinals. So the next step here, looking to take it just a bit further for them. Now let's take a look at our player spotlight for FCA. Of course, it's JP Vance, not to be confused with Ohio Center JP Vance. First team all-league and district infielder, 384 batting average, a 500 on-base percentage, and 21 RBIs to his credit. So really able to drive those runners home when he's given the opportunity to do so. Let's take a look at the keys to victory for the Knights. I really think if they can score 5 or more runs, they can really outlast the production of this offense. Of course, Northmor kind of having some trouble hitting. They've been such a strong pitching squad. They have a fantastic set of pitchers and even a bullpen to back them up. Anyone can really set in, but they really thrive in those small ball scenarios where they're able to bunt a runner into second or third base and then finally drive them home. But the problem with that is in these close games, those opportunities come very few and far between. So if Fairfield Christian is able to score 5 runs, they may be able to outpace this Golden Knight squad, and they want to limit the top of the order base runners. That's really where they like to thrive. 3 or 4 guys on this Northmor squad will string together. They have great chemistry right there at the top. Guys like Grant Bentley, Cole Cuffman, Drew Hammond, Billy Bolin. They can all contribute in this kind of small ball way so well, but if we limit how many times we're getting these guys on base or putting guys on base in 2-out scenarios, you can really be successful in limiting how they want to play baseball. Now let's take a look at our team spotlight for the Northmor Golden Knights. Coached by Buck Workman, they're 22-5, 8-4 in the KMAC. They finished 3rd in the KMAC. Only 1 run allowed this entire tournament, a great number for them. They walked off Mechanicsburg 2-1 in 8 innings in their last game. Close one for them. Also of note, Fairfield Christian Academy also taking their game to 9, but a much higher scoring contest there. Let's take a look at our player spotlight for the Golden Knights tonight. And it's Grant Bentley, one of those many pitchers, guys like Trevor Brubaker, Drew Hammond, and of course Grant Bentley tonight, who plays that left side of the infield as well. He has a .987 ERA, 5-1 win-loss record, and 49 strikeouts this season. Has really been contributing well from that bump. We will pause for the national anthem. Honor and tribute being paid to our flag there. We will take a look at our keys to victory for the Northmor Golden Knights. for the Golden Knights. If they're going to be successful in this game, they're going to have to create multiple scoring opportunities. They can't just allow one or two climaxes of the game to carry them to victory, especially as they get later and later into this tournament. It's much more difficult facing these teams that are able to get the bat on the ball. They've seen this level of pitching talent like Drew Hammond, like Grant Bentley. Of course, they need more offensive production as well all across that lineup, not concentrating in one spot. See some surprises out of maybe the lower end of the lineup, or maybe some hits off of some guys who typically bunt the ball to get on base, or those infield hits. I want to see some creative productivity out of this offense. That was your Morrow County Hospital pregame show. And a look at the lineup for Fairfield Christian, who will be due up here. AJ Holbrook, JP Vance, Braden Stem, Jimmy Schmitz, Caleb White, Connor Blair, Danny Blair, Jen Schultz, and Gabe Lynn. Batting first is AJ Holbrook, the center fielder, as he takes a first pitch ball outside of the zone, and we are underway here in Sunbury, Ohio. A called strike on the low part of the zone. We're all even at 1. Drew Hammond on the mound. It's really been, of the three, I think, probably stands out a little bit more as able to get a bat on the ball, and good job by the shortstop of just keeping things in front, but it will count for an infield hit. So it takes Holbrook 3 pitches to get on base, and that's where we'll start things off as JP Vance, our player spotlight at the shortstop, makes his way to the plate. First team all-league and district. A big swing and a big miss for a first pitch strike. Infielder shifting into double play depth. The throw over to first is close, but not close enough. He's safe. Another throw over, this time able to get back without the dive. And the changeup right down the pipe puts JP down 0-2. Tries to blow it by him. Runner on the move. Pitches a called ball. A hook slide. Allows the runner to reach safely, but tries to blow it by him. Runner on the move. Pitches a called ball. A hook slide. The ball got away there. Allows the runner to reach all the way to second. Holbrook over at second. Nobody holding him on. The 1-2 to Vance is above the letters. We're all leaving at 2. Out of the stretch, the pitch is outside. We have a full count. With no outs, it would create a force as it's fouled off if there was a walk, and with only no outs would put the infield fly rule in effect, but obviously want to limit the base runners as much as you can here early on. We'll see another full count. And late decision to swing. It's a chopper on 2 hops. The flip over to first gets him by 1.5 steps, but the runner will advance to third. Braden Stem, the catcher, batting out of the 3-hole. Lots of opportunities here to drive this runner home. Sacrifice fly, gets it down, really anything. It's a good batter's eye, leads to a 1-0 count. This one too low. outside, and perhaps some signs of command trouble for Hammond as he struggled to find the strike zone more than usual here early on. Normally he's electric right out of the gate. Reels one back. This one's by the catcher. It looks like it's going to easily score the run. So already here with only one out in the top of the first, Fairfield Christian takes a 1-0 lead over Northmor. So a 3-0 count. And able to paint the corner with this one, 3-1. Braden Stem, all-league catcher, drives it into center field, and he has himself a base hit. I guess the silver lining here is double play ball is still in effect, but some work to be done. Checks the runner creeping over there, decides not to run, and a curveball fades into the zone. Some quick deliveries from Hammond. This one in the dirt really just needs to take a breath as there's a snapshot down to first, not in time. Runner able to get back with a dive. Jimmy Schmidt's up to bat. And a half-hearted swing will count for strike one. Jimmy Schmidt's up to bat. And a half-hearted. The 1-2 gets him for strike three as Jimmy Schmitz goes down looking at strikes, brings up Caleb White, the pitcher. Now with 2 outs, some light at the end of the tunnel for this Golden Knights defense. And a foul tip will come in our direction. So 0-1. Really, with those early hits, sometimes as a pitcher, you can be tempted to try and lay up on pitches or just try and place it, but really not the game of this Golden Knights squad. They love the power. This one hitting the batter. Just try and place it, but really not the game of this Golden Knights squad. They love the power. This one hitting the batter. Now the 6th batter, Connor Blair, playing second base, the freshman, the runner in scoring position. Gapper drives the run home. Blows the fastball by him. That's the power of Drew Hammond that we know. Inside part of the plate. Gets him for strike 2. Now Hammond, after allowing one, has himself a payoff pitch. This one a waste pitch outside, looking to paint the top right corner of the zone. The 1-2 is low and away. The 2-2 is a curveball that got away from him. Some issues with grip. The 3-2, runners on the move. The swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1 run will cross the plate for Fairfield Christian Academy as the Golden Knights head to the plate for the first time tonight, looking to get that back. Stay with us for the bottom of the first.
Let Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos.
Wait!
Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
So after a half inning of play, Fairfield Christian leading this one 1-0. Northmor getting their first opportunity to bat. Due up here, we'll see Grant Bentley, Cole Cuffman, Drew Hammond, Billy Bolin, Jack Beaudre, Garrett Harvey, Trevor Brubaker, Nick Armrose, and Bryce Cooper in the Golden Knights lineup. A first look tonight at Caleb White as he takes the mound. White, second team all league. So many of these guys earning such great honors throughout this season. So Grant Bentley makes his way up to the plate for the first time tonight. Pitch right down the middle starts us off. Sitting back on this one, but fouling it off. Bentley's down 0-2. Bentley definitely one of the better hitters in the KMAC. Consistently reaching the top 10 in several categories. As he chops at this one, just staying alive, 0-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. A breaking pitch gets Bentley for out number one. Cole Cuffman batting 2 in this lineup now gets his shot. Way out in front of this one. I think that's an adjustment that these Northmor hitters are trying to make as these slower speeds. Takes this one too far inside to the lefty for ball one. White out of the windup. Too high, so 2-1. A lot of room down that third base line. They respond to the lefty. This one drilled towards right center field. Right fielder chasing. It gets down. It's going to be extra bases. Cole Cuffman moving towards third. The cutoff throw is going to hold up. He decides to slide, but what otherwise would have been a stand-up triple So that offensive spark at the bat puts a runner on third. Drew Hammond batting out of the 3 slot with the runner on third now. Has a chance to tie this thing up as it's fouled off towards the softball field and into the stands. Looks like everyone's okay. Hammond's down 0-1. Look over to third. White opting to stay in. Diving grab by the third baseman. Ultimately does decide to throw it over to first, and the runner holds up. Baseman ultimately does decide to throw it over to Gets
first,
him by
and the
half
runner
a
holds
step,
up.
but heads up play there to look him back, not once but twice. Still had the time to fire it over to first. Billy Bolin with 2 outs, trying to get this runner home from third any means possible to tie things up. Looks at a first pitch strike in the low part of the zone. This one cutting away for strike 2. So the Golden Knights, after the triple, now down to their final strike to get this runner home. This one too low. FCA fans liked it. One-two is hit a blooper towards center field. It's going to get down, and the run is going to score. We're all even at 1 here in Sunbury. And so a blooper base hit from Billy Bolin leads to an RBI and a tie ball game. Jack Beaudre now with his shot at the dish. Hit right towards the second baseman, and it boots him. So it's by, runner advancing all the way to third. Right towards the second baseman, and it boots him. So it's by, runner so advancing a hard hit all ball, the way to unfortunately, is
third.
probably going to be ruled an E4. But RBI goes to Beaudre all the same. So with runners on the corners, Garrett Harvey makes his way to the plate. Not an RBI as the runner holds up at third. Still ruled the E4 to advance the runner to third. This one fouled off. With a 2-1 count, true hitters count, see what he can do with it. Left high. So White risks walking the bases full. Just needs 1 out to get them out of this. Too low, and the bases are full. So after the Garrett Harvey base on balls, shortstop Trevor Brubaker will make his way to the plate. Has the best pitching record for this Northmor squad at 7-1. This one hits the batter. nicks him on the inside part of the arm. So now Northmor, this one hits the batter. Takes the go-ahead run off of a hit by pitch. So time called by the night skipper as they want to talk this over and likely calm down their pitcher. Pretty early to be looking to the bullpen, and quite frankly, you know, not out of this one yet, just 2 runs. They were able to put that up in the top half of the first alone, so really just trying to convince him that the ship is still steering correctly. They just need an out here. So after the hit by pitch, Nick Armrose, the designated hitter, will have his chance. And a gapper would break this ball game wide open. Northmor only scoring 3 runs so far this entire OHSAA playoff tournament. And it hits another batter, second consecutive hit by pitch, and another run will score. And it hits a flirting a little too much with the inside part of the strike zone there, as Bryce Cooper, the 9-hitter, will make his way into the batter's box, threatening to bat around the order after this one. This one too low. Taking this one right down the pipe for strike 1, but still really working up this pitch count. Able to locate at the bottom part of the zone, 1 and 2, so an end is in sight, but definitely has to be earned here, as we've seen several of these counts that have led to base runners so far. A foul tip and a catch leads to out number 3 so far, but all the same, damage done. Northmor leading this foul tip and a catch leads to out 1 inning ball game so far, already pretty high scoring. Stay with us to see the rest of this ball game.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health, believe in we.